Good afternoon, everybody. This is a very special day for me. I am doing a very special interview with our highest flyer in the Dream Team this month and also last month. She is really smashing so many different goals. So I am really super excited to interview her today. So Thuli I joined the business in September. She just first wanted to be a customer, and I was very lucky. She was a lead from the company, and I did follow up very quickly after her request. So important tip, when you get a lead from the company as an active world team, don't sit on those leads. Get hold of them immediately. It is somebody that's keen and serious that is contacting the company. So initially she just wanted to lose some weight. And I remember we had an extravaganza in October, and I really begged her, pushed her, dragged her to come to the extravaganza. And eventually I remember she gave me a call and she said she can't come this Saturday. She thinks she's just going to leave it. And I said, no. Even if you can just come on the Sunday. And guess what? She only attended the Sunday, and now I'm going to hand over to her to share a very special story. Okay, over to you, Thuli.
Thank you, Elsa. So as Elsa has mentioned, we met through Herbalife website, and I just wanted to lose weight, and I just also knew that there's a business opportunity in this thing, but my most focus was to lose weight. And she told me about the 25% discount. I was like, no problem, I will just sign, because guys, I've been on so many diets after giving birth to my precious daughter. I gained weight. I was 109 kg for 4 years. Trying to lose that weight, it was a struggle. And when I joined Herbalife, I started using the product in September. The first week I lost 3 kg. I was like, damn, where is this thing coming from? So I continued using the product, and right now I'm at 76 kg with a 24% body fat from 46%. So guys, my results has been my marketing strategy. As you can see there, and my reason is my younger sister and my daughter. So what happened in September, my mom was working at Enterprise Food, so she got retrenched because of that thing that happened. I forgot, listeriosis or what disease that was there. So that bacteria that caused death in Limpopo. So she got retrenched. So she was our breadwinner. So the game changed because I'm the oldest daughter. So now I had to step up and become wise and actually help my mom, because she took me to school. So my background is in chemical engineering. So she took me to school. She paid without bursary, without NSFAS. So she was paying for my fees. So I felt responsible that I need to step up as the elder daughter to my younger sister and to my daughter and to my family. So to cut things short, I attended the extravaganza. On Sunday, Styles was the guest speaker, and this young man there on the stage, looking so flamboyant, looking so good, showing us his lifestyle. And I was like, this is a dream. This is what I want to achieve. And there was recognition. I remember it was Nwabisa. I think she was recognized for being a president team member. And I was like looking at these people. I'm like, yo, I wonder when did they start and all that. And then it happened that I went to the bathroom. So when I went to the bathroom, I met Nwabisa. And I only thought that they're gonna be so proud and you can't talk to them. And when I got to that bathroom, she was the sweetest lady ever. I decided to like her and follow her on Facebook. She accepted my request, and I was like, what is happening here? These people, they've made it and they say they are earning a lot of money, and this person just accepted. I sent it 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, she accepted so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this business. Elsa needs to explain to me how to do this business. She sat me down as my request, sit me down, explain how to go to senior consultant, how to climb up the marketing plan. So my goal was to follow Isa, do what Isa does. And I saw that she was spreading the love, and that's who I am. I'm spreading the love, the happiness, and the health in Herbalife. So what happened in 2020, that's my story. That's my game changer in the business, because I've been doing the business, tried to recruit people, and then January 2020, it changed everything.
Everything changed. Okay, so fabulous. I want just to mention, Thuli did start getting going. I think you went senior consultant in December. And then in the very next 3 months, she qualified producer. I think it's very important for people to see the importance of qualified producer. And this is why the company's got so many promotions on that, because that brings a sense of urgency. And then, so she went qualified producer, and by April of 2019, she qualified supervisor. So now I want to share her numbers. So this is from June last year. So if you can look, I know it's fairly small, but she was really working and consistent around 1,000 hits in October to 1, but was really struggling to get this 2.5 deal happening. And in January, her volume was 1,500, and look at the last 4 months. 3,081, 4,300 last month. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong side. 4,347 last month, 6,200. She's already sitting on 2,400. So we are already celebrating World Team. Cheers to you. So now I would love you to share it with everybody. What happened? What made your numbers change? You look on the board behind me, that's sort of a team, and she had 56 people in her team in January, and currently are having 106 people. So she doubled the numbers in her team, but it's not just doubling the numbers, it's really growing a lot of qualifications. So if you will share with us, Thuli, what really happened from January in your business?
So Elsa, can I just take it back to September 2019? September, I saw that I can do 2.5, but my fear was, it was all about me. It was all just me putting all the work. And I would always be negative, blaming that, oh, these guys are not doing what I'm doing. Because I always expecting myself to do more than 2.5. So in December, I sat down with this lady. Before I even got retrenched, I sat down with this lady, and I was like, I need to do this 2.5. But if I do this 2.5, I don't want to go alone. I want to grow with the team. So what happened is I spotted out 2 people that they actually wanted to do the business, because they were attending the meetings, because when I suggested that they do something, they would do it. I also have team promotions. This cup, it was a 500. If you do 500 PPV, you get this cup. And they did the 500 PPVs. They were going all out. So I decided to do video calls with them weekly and trying to understand what is their goals in this business, what are their struggles, and be there for them. So in January, when I got retrenched, a lot of things in 1 minute, a lot of things happened. And my CEO gave me a suggestion that, okay, you can go and become a branch leader, from business analyst to branch leader, and knowing that the income in that phase is not stable. They're always changing their payroll or their commissions. They're always changing every month. So I looked at how much am I actually making on Herbalife, and how much am I going to be making as a branch leader. Did all the calculation. I was like, hell no, I'm not going to take this offer. I'm going full time on the business, and I'm going to double my numbers. So this is going to be my full-time job. I'm going to support my people and everything. So immediately The following day, took my answer, my reply to my CEO was like, no, thank you very much. I think I'm gonna take the retrenchment offer, and I'm gonna try and get something else. I didn't tell him that now I'm gonna focus on my business. And I went back to my team, told them that, guys, I am now full-time Herbalife. Anything that you need, anytime, I am there. So what happened is people now started to see, because I think their mindset, they always thought that Thuli has a better job, Thuli has a paying job, she doesn't need Herbalife. So they were very reluctant on doing the business because they thought I had the money to buy the products. Instead, I was using my profit, but they never saw that. So when I became unemployed and full-time Herbalife, that's when things started to change. We started to share the same struggles. We started to share how much am I buying my products for? Look at how much am I making in a day, in a week. So they started to see the possibility of actually doing the business, and they started doing the business. Mm-hmm. So that's what actually happened. Started to do other promotions, because one thing that got me on Herbalife, it was the Nutri-Blender. So since the Nutri-Blender was out, and since some other things seems far for other people, so I tried to make mini milestones so that they get something for those milestones. So that's what helped my team, and that's what is helping even right now. New people get in. I don't exclude anyone on the incentives. It's for everyone.
Okay, so so your incentives, is it mostly on 500 points, a mug or something, or is it for smaller orders as well?
For small orders, we just started now. It's gonna be if you are a new business owner, like new business builder, and you do above 200 new, like in your first month, you do 200, we're gonna give you a nice button. And then if you do 500, now it's no longer 500 PPV, it's now 500 VP, because I've realized that people would grow and do the 500, but they will never want to build a team. And one thing in my Herbalife journey is, if you are my first line, I love you, I would work for you, I would advise you, but I always want the person under you, because that's the person I'm gonna work with, so that they actually help you, my first line, to grow in the business. So that's how I do it. So I would go to the third line, go to the second line, go to the fifth line, because right now I have a fifth line, and I'm always relating and talking to them, and so it's for everyone.
So building a relationship with the whole team. So if the upline is not active, not leaving it up to them to get the success. That's amazing. So tell me, you have got 106 members in your team. How many? I know you've got. How many new supervisors do you have now since February?
This is very nice, guys. So people are growing up with their uplines. So right now I have 3 supervisors. Okay, 1 is fully qualified, and 2, they are qualifying supervisors. So I actually have now 3, and I have 7 senior consultant.
Yeah.
1 QP. 1 QP. So that means next month, definitely I'm gonna be having, even end of this month, I might be having 4 supervisors. And next month, definitely 2 coming up.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so now we want to just share with people, what is your daily activity? I think one of the hardest things for people is to employ themselves. You know, you are now your own boss. You can go and go to the end of the day and go to your mirror and say, well done, or you can say, oh my word, I would have fired you today. So please share with us, what is your daily action? And then where now in lockdown, you know, where are you guys getting your customers from? And what is the customer support that you give?
So first of all, I'm gonna start with my major activities, right? Before lockdown, I used to do shake parties. I used to have a bootcamp club where I always get like referrals, because most of my fit clubs are for free. It's just me giving back my energy, and it's actually helping me to get more disrespectful results. So those people, they don't afford actually the products. but some they buy tea, some they buy the 7-day trial kit, but I get referrals from them and crazy referrals. So those are my things. And then I also have a page, a Facebook page that I always try to every day keep it posted. So since of lockdown and since I got retrenched, let me go back there. The decision that I made, I said I'm gonna treat Herbalife as my job. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock, pray, do whatever, listen to Jim Rohn, Les Brown, listen to TD Jakes. So after I got retrenched, that was still my routine. I would wake up at 5 o'clock, do the same thing, and then at 7 go to gym, because now it's my job to get results. So now during this lockdown, still doing the same thing, waking up at 5, doing the same thing, and then at 9 o'clock I get back to my people. I always, like, they always ask questions, I'm always there to answer them, whether it's the customer, whether it's my member, whether it's somebody trying to understand the business. At 9 o'clock I go back to my people. And then what I do also every Wednesday and Thursday, I run an ad on my Fitzilla Club page. I will run an ad. It's not expensive because it's just like 45 Rand for 2 days. And I run it throughout my community because I used to move around doing walk and talks and everything. So right now I can't do walk and talks. I cannot talk to people. So what can I do? I can post an ad and it will do the talking for me. And then after that I get replies, follow up quickly, call them if I have to call them, WhatsApp them, send them a voice note so that they can actually feel that I'm a real human, because sometimes people have this thing that this thing is fraud and everything, so they need to actually hear your voice so that they develop a little bit of trust when you're talking to them. So basically that's what I do. Instagram, still learning. I have one guru in my team. So that's the nice thing, is that while I'm spending time with my people, I can actually identify who's good on what. So she's still teaching me. Mamelo, she's still my teacher, showing me how to do this, how to get followers, and actually how to talk to people on Instagram, because it's a very different kind of vibe in that sphere. People want to be honored and want to be feel like very important. VIP and everything is different from Facebook, because Facebook is about jokes and all that.
Yeah. So yeah. Also learning.
So basically,
learn
that's what
skills.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. And so, and your members.
So right now, I get my members from referrals, from like people who wants to do get into the product. They can't afford, so I send them, I explain, sit nicely with them, explain how can they afford the products cheaper. And then some of them start getting excited and getting the results in first week, and like, Thuli, how do you also make money? And that's how I get my my members. I also go through my friend list. I have friends. So yeah, guys, I have friends. So with those friends, I actually contact them and explain to them, what the guys, since I've been working, I'm educated, but this is what happened, and I feel like this business is a way for you to actually secure your financial and actually pay up some other debts that you have, or actually pay up for your school fee, for your children's school fees or whatever. It doesn't have to be a big profit, but you just have to do a little bit. And yeah, basically it's people that I know, and it's people that wanted to just use the product, but they saw how excited I am, and saw how every time I'm like, oh, I'm getting a new thing, I'm getting this, I'm getting that, my child got this, that excitement of me being able to afford even if I'm unemployed. Then they start now asking questions.
Okay, that's amazing. So once you have your new members in the business, what would you say? I know that you just mentioned the promotions that you do. If they do 200, if they do 500, they get little rewards. I think that's a brilliant idea. But what do you do? Okay, so you do the weekly video call. So as an overview, what do you think? Do you have groups like WhatsApp groups? How do you support your team?
So I have a group where my team, I call it an allied people. because they are very peculiar people. I put everybody there, 25, 35%. Everybody is just for announcement and celebration of new members and everything, so that they can feel loved. And then I also did the way Dr. Chipeta did it, 25%. 35% right now, and then I also have 50%. So back then, my 35%, my 25% was Mamelo and Bali. Right now, there's supervisors. So clearly, it shows that if you put more effort on what you are doing and actually building leaders in your organization, you will actually get the results. So I have 25, we talk about marketing plan, we talk about getting results, we talk about everything. And then I also have, on 25 also, I always tell them on Monday and Friday, we have coaching sessions. So it's a coaching club. So we just sit there, I say some, maybe teach them about marketing plan, and then ask questions at the end, and then that's how we interact all of them with all of my people, especially 25%. Because I believe if you can move from 25% to 35%, that means you can actually do the business. And it's very important, because what helped me in this business is to go back again to my basic, what I used to do when I was at 25%. I used to talk to people. I used to make sure that I get results. I used to make sure that I post my shake. So it's the same thing. If you master it at 25%, you're gonna master it at 50%. So that's the game.
Great. Thuli, you really have given some great tips. If we want to close off now, I want you to share like 3 nuggets, 3 things that people can walk away that really, so obviously in January, you changed your mindset, you changed your action, but share with us, what is your 3 nuggets that you want to give people?
So my first my first one is personal development. I know most people like, personal development, but one thing that I've discovered, personal development in Herbalife is very important. It's what makes this network marketing so different from other networking marketing, because this is like you are working with yourself. You can never spread what you don't have. You will always spread what is inside of you, whether it's love, whether it's humbleness, whether it's what. So always go to your personal development. Do your personal development 100% with no excuse. If it's morning, if it's 10 o'clock, whatever time that you decide, but always do your personal development. The other thing is, if you don't like anything, if you don't like how you look, if you don't like how your life is, you are not a tree. That's what Jim Rohn said. You are not the tree. You can stand up and do your best, even if it's a little bit of best, but it is your best. It is your greatness. We are created to be a great people. We are rulers. We are dominators. And right now I'm preaching. My preaching gift is coming out. But what I'm saying is, when God created us, he created us to dominate the plants, to dominate everything. So if you can actually look inside yourself and you actually dominate, so there is no excuse, just dominate and rule and change your life, because you are not the tree that you are just planted there and expected to grow. So you just need to move and do what you need to do. And my third one is, guys, never fake it. If it's tough, it's tough. Man up and pull your socks up and be the toughest in that toughest situation. That's all I could say, Elsa. Be the toughest person in that toughest situation. I know some people, they struggle to move to 25%, to 35%, but at the same time, be the toughest person. Be the strongest in your most strongest, difficult place ever. And then that's when you will actually, so all of this is just personal development and actually believing in yourself and actually loving yourself and actually finding yourself relevant, because you might be old, 45-year-old in this business, and you feel like you don't want to do it. This thing, it looks like young people. If you actually believe in yourself, that on its own, it's going to spread out to everybody you talk to. So it doesn't matter how you are 16, you are 20, you are 50. Whenever you start, it's a good time to start and just believe in yourself.
Yeah,
Done.
even at age 59 and 60, like really old people, eh? But you know what, Thuli, that's the one, the last one that you said there. If you believe you can do it, if you believe you can't, you're right. And if you believe you can, you're also right, and that is the one thing that I can so agree with you. And so I see you on the president's team, and so I'm sure you have that goal. I don't know whether you've got a date to it. I think we've got to set that date now. But thank you so much for sharing so many.
4 years.
4 years. Okay, cool. We're going to write that one down.
So it's my 3.5. 3 or 3.5. So I'm on my second. So that means next year I need to go crazy.
Yes, this year you're going to go crazy, so that next year is going to be completely crazy. So thank you so much. Yeah. I love you. You're a star, and so proud of you. And thank you for sharing so many gems with everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you. Say bye-bye, everybody.
All right, thank you. Bye, everybody.